Órale, Cholo Trucker Wrestling Rehab. Shouts to all the junkies out there. Okay, man. All right. This was by far the absolute best promo that Cody and John have cut ever since the whole Elimination Chamber thing, right? Ever since the whole heel turn thing, right? I got one little issue with it. I'll get to that in just a second. But all the time leading up to this, it was John going out there on his own, talking to basically to the fans, not even really talking to Cody, talking to the fans about why he's so upset with the fans and, you know, you guys are terrible people and all that stuff, right? And then Cody would come out. Cody would speak his little small piece, and then John would leave the ring. And it was just like, man, you know what? Like, I don't know. It's falling a little bit flat. Like, the matchup is still pretty big. But, man, this is falling a little bit flat, man, until now. Until now. Because now this time, they actually did a little back and forth, man, because that wasn't happening. It was John speaking. Cody comes and responds, and that's that. Now there was a little back and forth, and my goodness, man, the shots that were fired verbally to one another were just out freaking standing, man. Gosh, I mean, they went deep, man. Good gosh. I loved it. I loved it. See, that's what it needed. That's what it needed. And I think it's happening at the right time. I get it. You want it to burn slowly. If it was like that right from the jump, I mean, you got weeks, man. You just can't, light the fire that quick right after Elimination Chamber. But now, yeah, man, now the flames are hot. That was a damn good promo. Good gosh, man. It was so damn good. I mean, just the shots they took at each other going back and forth. When John was about to leave the ring and Cody said something along the line of like, no matter where I've gone, the fans have never chanted at me, "You can't wrestle." It was so damn good. And sorry, I'm over here trucking it up on the road. Loved it. It was so damn good. Okay, so here's the issue that I have, right? It's not that big of an issue, but it's a little bit of an issue. And that is, I think this match would have been much bigger had these two guys not had any contact with each other. What I mean by that, you could cut the promos, you could go back and forth, size each other up face to face, but don't hit each other. Don't push each other. Now, that was already pretty much broken at Elimination Chamber when John turned heel. I get that. I understand that part. But since then, not a single punch has been thrown. They haven't made contact with each other. You could talk smack back and forth, but do not have contact with one another. And they did. I was paying close attention to that. I'm like, okay, good. If that's the way we're gonna go, let's go, man. That makes a match bigger. Like I said, I understand at Elimination Chamber that was already broken. I understand it because John turned heel and he put hands on Cody. I understand that. But since then, just the build up to it, they haven't. And now that was, now that's out the window. Right? Because John, looking like he wanted to throw down, doing the little heel move thing, and then smirks, like if he's going to go out of the ring. I'm like, yes, good, John, good. Just leave the ring and just walk away. People are going to boo you, so just walk away. But no, decides to get back in there, and it's like, son of a gun. Cody takes him down, man, and John is knocked out. Some could say John oversold it, actually, but I don't really care. Nonetheless, it doesn't really take away from the promo, but I just kind of wish they wouldn't have done that part. That's all. Now, there's another thing. John Cena is coming out, talking about the battles that he had with skin cancer. Look, I didn't know about that. To the best of my knowledge, I never heard anybody mention that, right? He was talking about that when he moved to Florida, I guess years ago, he loved the sun so much or whatever, and he started, he battled with a little bit of skin cancer. That's very important, and he wants to put it out there for people. We're in spring now, and summer's going to follow right after that. So he wants people to take care of their skin and be aware of skin cancer. When you hear cancer, the first thing that comes to mind is not really skin cancer, right? So he wants people to take care of themselves, and that's more important. All right. And I'm not saying he shouldn't have done that. He should do that and tell people, guys, skin cancer is a thing. I'm just going to say this for whatever it's worth. It doesn't help his heel turn. Now, again, it's more important. All right. I'm not saying he shouldn't come out and make people aware that he had skin cancer once upon a time and that you should protect your skin. I'm not saying he shouldn't have done that. All right. Because that is much more important than to follow the storyline. I'm just simply pointing out, if your heel, it doesn't help, it doesn't help his heel turn. Again, want to make it clear, I'm not saying he did something wrong, and I'm not saying he shouldn't have done it. Bring awareness to skin cancer. Yes. I'm only pointing out that it doesn't help his heel turn. All right. So, that's going to give people a reason to kind of cheer for him, man. Whenever you hear the word cancer, a lot of people can relate to that, man. A lot of people have had family members, suffer with cancer, regardless of any type of cancer, right? Going back now to the promo that they cut with John Cena and Cody Rhodes, there's still people that are cheering for John, man. There are. And I'm going to stick to what I've been saying this entire time. Come WrestleMania night 2, okay? Come WrestleMania time, I think they're going to be booing Cody and cheering John. It's just the way it rolls, baby. It's the whole nostalgia, the real fan in you as a kid. I think they're going to be cheering for John Cena. My son grew up watching John Cena. I had him on this channel. We were live. And he's a big Cody Rhodes fan as well. But even though John is heel, come WrestleMania 41, he's going to be cheering for John Cena. So, that's going to be tough for Cody Rhodes, man. That's going to be pretty tough for Cody Rhodes. One last thing when it comes to this, and that is John Cena only made appearances across the pond. Did anybody else catch that? John Cena is not slated to make any appearance at Monday Night Raw, which we don't have many left. So he's not going to be on Monday Night Raw at all, as it stands right now. The next time we see him is going to be at WrestleMania. So, was there some sort of strategic move to keep John Cena out of the United States? Because the only time that he showed his face after turning heel was overseas, was across the pond, was in Europe. And like my son had pointed out, even when he turned heel, that was in Canada. So John Cena has never shown his face, at least as John Cena the wrestler, right? Has never shown his face here in the States. And he's not going to till WrestleMania. I wonder if there's some sort of strategic move behind that. I wonder if that was planned out or if it just worked out that way. I don't know. Maybe there's some sort of plan behind that. Maybe they're trying to push something, I don't know, something different here for the United States? I got no idea. But I don't know if anybody else noticed that. John Cena has never been heel here in the United States. I'm not talking about old John Cena. No, I'm talking about this John Cena. He hasn't been heel here. He turned heel in Canada, and all of his appearances has been across the pond. Is it just coincidence? It could be. Is there something behind it? I don't know. But I think it's worth bringing up. He's not scheduled to be at any Monday Night Raws anymore. Like I said, maybe something can change. Maybe something can change. Maybe the go-home show of Monday Night Raw to WrestleMania, maybe he shows his face. Maybe he just cuts a promo. Maybe it's just a recorded video. But ever since he's been heel, man, since Elimination Chamber, he hasn't shown his face here. So it could be a coincidence. It could be some story behind it. I got no idea. But I thought it was worth bringing up if anybody else caught that. Anyway, man, this promo was great. Heated everything up. I wonder how they're going to keep it going, how they're going to keep the fire rolling without John Cena being present. Maybe they just focus on some other stories. Because some of these other stories, you know, they need to build them up a little bit more. Like the Logan Paul, AJ Styles. There's a little bit more building up. Maybe this could kind of not so much take a back seat. You could have Cody Rhodes there doing his thing, right? Bringing it up. Who knows? Maybe The Rock makes an appearance. Maybe now it's time for Cody to confront The Rock. We don't know. And in the midst of all that, you build up some of these other matches, right? Because as of right now, every time Raw starts, everyone's just focused on John and Cody. Now John's gone. Now we just got Cody. Time to focus on other things, man. There's some other matches, some other storylines that need a little bit of gasoline in that little small fire, man, because that sucker's pretty small. So start building some of these other matches up. But anyway, I gotta get back onto the road, man. I thought it was great. And let's see what happens from now till Mania. Here we are, man. We're in the month of April. This is it. I can't wait. I will be there, man. I will be at both WrestleManias. I can't wait, man. All right, Wrestling Rehab, Cholo Trucker. Catch you guys on next one.